So TSA has been in the news lately, no secret there. And I thought this would be a good time to talk a little bit about the compensation packages, the salaries, as it were, of the TSOs, the Transportation Security Officers. I'm in a unique position to talk a little bit about this because after 9/11, I spent some time as a TSA screening officer, and even before that, I was a proprietary security officer for an airline that has since now become defunct, as many of them do. However, I can speak a little bit about the whole process. But anyway, this is a very basic overview. Like anything dealing with the federal government, there's nothing simple, okay? So this is just a real basic first impression look. Take care, and I'll see you around campus. Bye-bye. Okay, so again, in general, starting out, most new transportation security officers, or TSOs, are hired at the GS5 level. Base salary is $34,454 to $44,786, and there are 10 steps within this particular pay grade. So as a GS5, you can earn anything within that window. It's important to note that this is the nationwide base before any geographic or locality adjustments are made to the compensation package. So this is before they add in the location rates. Okay, so now let's talk about locality or location pay. Locality pay is added on top of the GS5 base and varies widely across the country. Now, some of the extreme examples are like San Francisco, where there's a plus 41% increase. And this is because of the cost of living in that particular area. Likewise, New York City, not quite as bad, but still pretty atmospheric. It's a lot of money, okay? And this is not a windfall, because if you've ever lived in these cities, you know how doggone expensive it is. And so in the rest of the U.S., it roughly varies from 16 to 17%, and in some areas it's even closer to 12 to 18%. And again, I can't stress this enough, these are all generalities. There's nothing carbon and granite here. They're just generalities, and that's all I can say. Okay, so here are two examples to illustrate what we're talking about. What this means in real dollars. Now let's use the GS5 Step 1 as an example. Now remember, there are 10 steps in the GS5 pay grade. But let's say you're a newbie and you're starting out at Step 1 at $34,454. If you're posted to JFK International with the locality pay running at 34%, this means you're going to be making approximately $46,200 as starting compensation. However, let's say you're at a least or a less expensive locale, for example, Topeka, Kansas. This brings us in at like 17% for locality pay. So you're going to see approximately $40,300 for starting total compensation. Hope that makes sense. So I don't know if you know this, but TSA checkpoints can range from 1 to 2 person part-time on-call operations at sleepy little regional airports to full-size, balls-to-the-wall commercial operations at major traffic hubs. For the purpose of today's security brief, let's look at some of the TSA positions typically located at a major checkpoint. Let's go for it. So here we are. I'm sure I don't need to read this entire slide to you. Go ahead and pause it. Take a minute or two to study this screen. I believe it's pretty effective in sketching out what a TSO's career could look like. The pay takes you from a GS5 position to a potentially GS12 position. And keep in mind, the salaries on this screen do not include location pay. Thanks for your time and attention. You really need to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Quite simply, it's essential education for protection professionals. I'm Cole Morris, and I hope to see you around campus.